Forget everything you think you know about the Middle East. It's not a region divided by religion. It's a region divided by power. 4 countries. It's one silent war for dominance. Iran, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Israel. Each believes it should lead the region. Each believes history is on its side, and each is building its power in a completely different way. The next 20 years will decide who wins. This isn't about the daily headlines. This is about deep strategy. This is about economics. This is about long-term influence. So the real question is, who will dominate the Middle East? And as we'll explore, is Iran even strong enough to compete? We're talking about oil power, military strength, technological advantage, and religious influence. We're talking about strategic geography, young populations, massive economic reforms, and complex foreign alliances. Think about the factors at play. Crippling sanctions, world-changing innovations, brutal regional wars, and powerful global partnerships. 4 countries, each with different strengths and different weaknesses. But there can only be one regional leader. Now let's break it down. First up, Iran, the resistance power. Iran's strategy isn't about simple military dominance. It's about projecting influence through resistance. Its strengths are formidable. It has massive oil and gas reserves, a large and young population of over 80 million people, and a strong, domestically produced missile program. Its location is incredibly strategic, acting as a bridge between Asia and the Middle East, and its influence is undeniable, stretching into Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. Iran built its power not through wealth, but through a complex network of allies and proxies. However, here's the problem, and it's a big one: sanctions. For decades, severe economic sanctions have choked its potential. They've limited foreign investment, cut off access to international banking, blocked crucial technology imports, and destroyed the stability of its currency. So while Iran has significant regional influence, its economic growth is severely limited. And to dominate in the long term, you need overwhelming economic strength. This is where Iran struggles most. Now let's look at Saudi Arabia, the wealth transformer. Saudi Arabia is playing a completely different game. Its primary tool: money. Decades of oil wealth made it a global powerhouse. But its leaders know that oil alone is not the future. That's why they launched Vision 2030, one of the most ambitious economic overhauls in modern history. The plan is simple in concept, but massive in scale. Diversify the entire economy away from oil. They are investing billions into tourism, building futuristic megacities like NEOM, expanding their global investment portfolio, strengthening international partnerships beyond traditional allies. Saudi Arabia has strong ties with the United States, a colossal sovereign wealth fund that can buy influence anywhere in the world, and effective control over global oil prices through its leadership in OPEC. But what's its weakness? It's the flip side of its strength: a heavy, almost total dependence on oil revenues. If the global energy transition shifts faster than they anticipate, Saudi Arabia must adapt at lightning speed or risk being left behind. Still, when it comes to pure economic firepower right now, it holds a clear advantage over Iran. Next, let's talk about Turkey, the strategic balancer. Turkey doesn't rely on oil wealth. It relies on something just as powerful: geography. It sits at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. It controls maritime access to the Black Sea. And critically, it is a member of NATO, giving it a seat at the table with the world's most powerful military alliance. Turkey's strengths are diverse. It has a strong manufacturing sector, a large and battle-tested military, and control over strategic trade routes. It's also building a powerful defense industry, exporting its famous drones and other weapon systems across the globe. Turkey masterfully plays both sides, cooperates with Russia in some areas while confronting it in others. It negotiates with Europe while also challenging it. It projects its influence deep into Syria and North Africa. But here's the weakness that holds it back: chronic economic instability. High inflation has plagued the country for years. Its currency is notoriously volatile, and political uncertainty often spooks investors. Turkey has immense ambition and a clear strategic vision. Its economic volatility is a powerful brake on its rise to regional dominance. Finally, we have Israel, the technology giant. Israel doesn't have massive oil reserves. It doesn't have a huge population. but it has cultivated something that might be even more powerful in the 21st century: technology. Its entire identity is built on innovation. It's known as the startup nation for a reason. Its economy is driven by cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and cutting-edge software development. Israel invests heavily in areas that give it a massive strategic edge: next-generation defense technology, offensive cyber warfare capabilities, world-class intelligence gathering, and one of the most advanced military systems on the planet. It also has unwavering support from the United States. Its GDP per capita is among the highest in the region, a testament to its innovation-driven economy. A small country with a huge global impact. Its weakness, however, is existential. It faces constant security threats from all sides, deep regional hostility, and is constrained by its very limited geographic size. But when it comes to the technological arena, Israel is leagues ahead of all three of its rivals. So who has the edge? Let's compare them clearly. Iran possesses deep regional influence, but is crippled by a restricted economy. Saudi Arabia has immense wealth and ambitious reform plans, but remains dangerously dependent on oil. Turkey boasts a strategic location and military power, but is held back by an unstable economy. And Israel has clear technological dominance, but is small and surrounded by threats. So who wins this silent war? It all depends on one critical factor: the future economy. The country that successfully builds a diversified, resilient economy, that controls the key technologies of the future, that can maintain internal and regional stability, and that attracts sustained global investment. That is the country that will dominate. Right now, there is no clear winner. We are living through a power transition period. The old rules are breaking down. Bigger truth is this: the Middle East is changing faster than ever. Oil is not enough anymore. Military strength is not enough anymore. The next superpower of the region must combine economic might, technological leadership, social stability, and smart global partnerships. For Iran, this means it must somehow reform its economy and break free from sanctions. For Saudi Arabia, it means its diversification plan, Vision 2030, must succeed. For Turkey, it means it must stabilize its currency and tame inflation. And for Israel, it means it must maintain its security while expanding its technological dominance even further. The race is wide open. The next 20 years will completely reshape this critical region. So now I have to ask you, if you look 20 years into the future, who do you think controls the Middle East? Will it be Iran, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, or Israel? Or will a completely new power rise to challenge them all? Comment your answer below. And if you want to see part 4, where we predict the exact future scenario for the year 2045, make sure you subscribe, because the real power battles are economic, and they are already happening. Thanks for watching.